Yoga philosophy is one of the 6 major orthodox schools of Hinduism. Ancient, medieval and most modern literature often refers to Yoga school of Hinduism simply as yoga. It is closely related to the Samkhya school of Hinduism. Yoga school's systematic studies to better oneself physically, mentally and spiritually has influenced all other schools of Indian philosophies. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is a key text of the Yoga school of Hinduism. The epistemology of Yoga school of Hinduism, like Samkhya school, relies on 3 of 6 pramanas as the means of gaining reliable knowledge. These included pratyaksa, a new manner, and sabda. The metaphysics of yoga is built on the same dualist foundation as the Samkhya school. The universe is conceptualized as of 2 realities in Samkhya yoga schools, Purusa and Prakriti. Jiva is considered as a state in which Purusa is bonded to Prakriti in some form, in various permutations and combinations of various elements, senses, feelings, activity and mind. During the state of imbalance or ignorance, one of more constituents overwhelm the others, creating a form of bondage. The end of this bondage is called liberation, or moksha by both Yoga and Samkhya school of Hinduism. The ethical theory of Yoga school is based on yamas and niyama, as well as elements of the guna theory of Samkhya. Yoga school of Hinduism differs from the closely related non-theistic, atheistic Samkhya school by incorporating the concept of a personal, yet essentially inactive, deity or personal god. Samkhya school suggests that jnana is a sufficient means to moksha. Yoga school suggests that systematic techniques, practice combined with Samkhya's approach to knowledge is the path to moksha. Yoga shares several central ideas with Advaita Vedanta school of Hinduism, with the difference that yoga philosophy is a form of experimental mysticism, while Advaita Vedanta is a form of monistic personalism. Advaita Vedanta, and other schools of Hinduism, accept, adopt and build upon many of the teachings and techniques of yoga. History. The origins of the Yoga school of Hinduism are unclear. Some of its earliest discussions are found in the 1st millennium BCE Indian texts such as Katha Upanishad, Shvetashvatara Upanishad and Maitreya Upanishad. The root of yoga is found in hymn 581.1 of the Rig Veda, a dedication to rising sun god in the morning, interpreted as joke, or yogically control. Seers of the vast illumined seer yogically, Yunjant, control their minds and their intelligence. Rig Veda 581.1 Rig Veda, however, does not describe yoga philosophy with the same meaning or context as in medieval or modern times. Early references to practices that later became part of Yoga school of Hinduism are made in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the oldest Upanishad. Gavin Flood translates it as, having become calm and concentrated, one perceives the self within oneself. The practice of pranayama is mentioned in hymn 1.5.23 of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and the practice of pratyahara is mentioned in hymn 8.15 of Chandogya Upanishad. The Katha Upanishad, dated to be from about the middle of the 1st millennium BCE, in verses 2.6.6 through 2.6.13 recommends a path to self-knowledge, and this path it calls yoga. Only when manas with thoughts and the 5 senses stand still, and when Buddha does not waver, that they call the highest path. That is what one calls yoga, the stillness of the senses, concentration of the mind. It is not thoughtless, heedless sluggishness. Yoga is creation and dissolution. Katha Upanishad 2.6.10-11 Yoga school of Hinduism is mentioned in foundational texts of other orthodox schools such as the Vaisika Sutras, Nyaya Sutras and Brahma Sutras, which suggests that the yoga philosophy was in vogue in the 1st millennium BCE. It influenced, and was influenced by other schools and Indian philosophies. There are, for example, numerous parallels in the concepts in Samkhya school of Hinduism. Yoga and Abhidharma schools are thought particularly from 2nd century BCE to 1st century AD, notes Larson. Patanjali's Yoga Sutras may be a synthesis of these three traditions. From Samkhya school of Hinduism, Yoga Sutras adopt the reflective discernment of Prakra and Purusa, its metaphysical rationalism, as well as three epistemic methods to gaining reliable knowledge. From Abhidharma Buddhism's idea of Nirodha Samadhi, suggests Larson, Yoga Sutras adopt the pursuit of altered state of awareness. But unlike Buddhism, which believes that there is neither self nor soul, yoga is physicalist and realist like Samkhya in believing that each individual has a self and soul. The third concept Yoga Sutras synthesize into its philosophy is the ancient ascetic traditions of isolation, meditation and introspection. The systematic collection of ideas of Yoga school of Hinduism is found in the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali. After its circulation in the first half of 1st millennium CE, many Indian scholars reviewed it, then published their bhashya on it, which together form a canon of texts called the Patanjali Yogasastra. 6 Darsanas. The Yoga school of Hinduism has been included as one of its 6 orthodox schools in medieval-era Indian texts. The other schools are Samkhya, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Mimamsa and Vedanta.